Oh, I get it. I get it. Stop for a minute and just chill. I get what you guys both want. You want the world to go back to the beauty rays and sunshine, and you want the happy days. And I understand it. You know, give me a minute. Hold on. I guess the most important thing to say is after like, we will never be back to where we was. Those glory days and the things that you recall in the past and all that, those are done. It's after like, there's been way too much stuff that's happened. Pain, death, incarceration, things of that nature. It's never gonna happen. We're not gonna get back to that. But before you say anything, and before you get discouraged and depressed, I want you guys to know something. Just because we can't have those days doesn't mean that we can't have better days. Better days will come. You focus on the light, you will get light. You focus on the darkness, you'll get darkness. I really want you guys to hear me right now. This world and the things that are going on in it, a lot of people are acting out and acting crazy. There are going to be people who are going to be disrespectful, people who ain't going to listen to their elders, and people who feel like they just know it all. You got a choice. You could be with that crowd, or you could do something different. You can inspire, teach, lead. It's not for everyone. Leading isn't for everyone. Because to be a leader, you need to have a voice. And not only have a voice, but you need to be very, very strong-willed. And not only that, believe in what you're teaching. When I teach something and I say, that we need to operate in love or something like that, I believe that. I'm my whole soul, my whole being is behind that. If I say, look, we as a group, we need to meet weekly and things like that, and it might seem a little excessive, or I'm saying like people need to check in or drive by or do things like that more often, that could be excessive and it could be a lot. But the thing is that there's a reason why I'm saying it is because I believe that it can build something up, or I believe that it can bring people together as a whole. Community and things like that aren't for everybody. A lot of people won't understand it, especially in this day and age. If you go out here to the street and you're up there like, look, I'm forming a community, and people ask you what that community is and what it's about, and you say, well, I'm forming a community and it's about, a brotherhood, us all getting together and this and that. The whole thing is like, okay, what is your goal? What is your purpose? You guys just getting together to hang out, get drunk, cause mischief, things like that? Or are you guys getting together to celebrate life? I guess that's the best way to put it, is to celebrate life. You could celebrate flesh, getting drunk, meeting up with your buddies, going to bars, starting stuff, trying to do different things on that nature to like break people down or to boost yourselves up because you guys are a clique or a set. Or you can inspire. I'm not saying go all goody two shoe. I don't want y'all to be up there skipping up and down the street singing Kumbaya and shit, fucking blowing kisses to every single person that passes you on the street. 9 out of 10 that get you fucked up. Honestly, people will think that you're looting and crazy and they will fuck you up. And if they don't fuck you up, you're gonna find yourself locked up. So we ain't trying to do all that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, just off of your inner being and off of who you are, shine that and believe in that, and people will follow if they believe in you. You know, a lot of things with me is that I have multiple versions of myself, not multiple personality, but multiple versions. You know, I have formed different groups and things like that, like real peaceful type stuff and like community type stuff. But then, yet at the same time, I'm a vice lord, you know, and I've done things that, you know, would not be looked at as in, you know, pat on the back to society, you know, but for the nation was monumental, you know. So, you know, it's how you live it and how you do it, you know, but don't be a fool to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, be true to yourself. Find that heart, that goal, that voice that says it is you, and push that motherfucker farther than anybody has ever seen before. And not only that, you'll surprise yourself, and you can possibly inspire the world. All right, guys.